Ora koutou and welcome to the Floods field trip in Te Whanganui, Aotearoa, Wellington. And right now you're with Lisa Murray, who is a meteorologist here at MetService. And you're in the buzzing office of MetService where you can see lots going on. And it's a real place of data gathering, data about weather. We love to talk about the weather, but why do we actually get so much weather in Aotearoa, Lisa?
Well, we are a group of islands in the middle of a really vast ocean, and we have really tall mountains as well. So that weather comes in where most of the country's in the roaring 40s, and the weather comes in from the west and pushes up over those mountains, and a lot of the rain falls on the mountains. The eastern areas can be drier, but we also then get big lows down from the north, big tropical lows, and they can bring a lot of rain and wind and real storminess. And then we get really cold wind that comes straight off the ice down south onto New Zealand as well. So we do get a real variety of weather here in New Zealand.
Indeed, and we can see behind us some weather happening. What can we actually see?
Well, this is a water vapor image. And what's that showing you? Well, here you can see this red here is showing you a real river of moisture that's coming towards New Zealand. And that's when we get those big flooding events, when we get these, we call them conveyor belts of moisture coming in, and they're warmer as well. And warmer air can hold more moisture, so they deliver more rain to New Zealand.
So if we were looking at different parts of Aotearoa, what conditions would we need to get flooding in different regions?
Well, often our weather comes from the west, like I was saying. So when that happens, that's the first place that gets the rain. So when it's coming in from the west, those western areas get hit first. Now, if we have a low that's passing over New Zealand, you can imagine the low moves around in a clockwise direction. So as it comes down past the East Cape here, sometimes that can push the weather back into those eastern areas. And we've had quite bad flooding in that Gisborne area from those lows that push that moisture in. So you can imagine this river of moisture would come around and push back into those eastern areas. And that also happened down in Canterbury during those flooding in Canterbury as well.
And recently you've developed a bit of a warning system, which we're going to talk about in a moment, which allows people some information to know when flooding is going to occur. But hey, thanks for showing us around, Lisa. It's really cool to see what goes into a weather forecast. Kia ora.
Kia ora.